I'm Sydney Wicker here in Waco with your Week 11. Yeah, that's right. Week 11 highlights the last week of the regular season for our teams. Some teams were playing for district titles, others were playing for seeding, and some were just trying to give it their all one last time this season. And we had some madness on the field. We'll start things off with two bitter rivals going head to head. Whitney and West battling it out at Trojan Stadium. Reminder, if the Wildcats win, they outright clinch the district title. The Trojans, if they get a win, it's a three-way tie in the district. Let's get right to it. After a huge return here early on, Wildcats in great field position. It's Haynes who's going to find his guy, KJ O'Hearn, for the quick touchdown. Wildcats lead 7-0. Then after a crazy blocked punt return, the Wildcats into the end zone. It's Haynes once again who rolls out and finds Keegan. Still same spot in the end zone. It's 14-0 Wildcats now. The Trojans, however, they don't flinch one bit. They stay calm, cool, and collected, especially when you've got a quarterback whose name is Dub Crane. Looking for a dub tonight. He's going to go ahead and hand this one off to his running back, Marion Perez, who takes off running. He goes untouched all the way to the house. It's 14-7. Wildcats still on top. The momentum for the Trojans didn't stop there. After a bad punt from the Wildcats, the Trojans were able to take advantage of great field position, and it's Perez again who's bouncing to the outside, cutting back in and breaking a few defenders' ankles while he does it before finding his way into the end zone for the second time of the night. 14-all would be the score before long before Haynes and company would do it again. He keeps this one to himself now. 21-14 Wildcats. And at the half, they would lead 28-14. But Whitney going to run away with the win, outright clinch the title for the first time since 2019. The final score, 41-28. All right, Crawford and Rosebud Lott battling for the district title. Crawford leading 7-3 with a minute and a half to go in this one. Rosebud Lott quarterback Bryce Rebroker nearly connects with Daniel Racone in the end zone. Cougars trying to push one into the end zone, but they are stopped, and they'll try again, hitting a wall of Pirates, unable to take the lead. Crawford comes up with a big stop and takes the ball back within a minute to go. In the first half, Crawford draws a pass interference penalty. A flurry of defensive penalties would come in on this one. Crawford's Cade Corral dives into the end zone with 6 seconds left in the quarterback. Crawford converts on the 2-point conversion on their second attempt after Rosebud Lott committed another penalty there. The Pirates and the Cougars enter the contest playing for the district titles. They were both 8-1 on the season, and Crawford would outlast Rosebud 21-18, the final score to claim the district title. Robinson up 26-0 at the half. The Rockets are looking to keep that momentum going against the China Spring Cougars, but China Spring's running back Krishawn Gregory, he does it all, and this one's not one to be messed with. I don't know how many Rockets try to tackle him here, but he stays unstoppable. Gregory finally reaches the end zone after cutting. He finds his spot. He'll take off running. 26-7 now. The Cougars finally on the board. Cougars would try again, but the Rockets are going to come up with a big stop because they've got a stellar defense. Yeah, they'll stop him right there. Just when things started to get a little complicated, China Spring then settles for a field goal. They make it. The refs call it back. There was a personal foul on the play. Just not enough luck for the Cougars here. They'll get another chance, automatic first down. The Cougars' worst nightmare, though, they fumble it. Robinson comes up with it. The Rockets can end their season on a high note. Robinson finishes the regular season with an 8-2 record, 33-7, the final score from Cougar Stadium. Connolly taking on Gatesville, and I just got to tell you, the last two seasons when these two teams played each other, this game was determined in the final seconds. The Cadets looking for their first district win of the season, and they would connect first as Caden Kaufman looks deep. He's got the Baylor commit, Jamarian Vincent, with coverage on him, but that doesn't faze him one bit. He gets the catch. It's 6 points on the board for the Cadets. 6-0 here. Garrett Keaton looking deep. But hey, this guy reads it like a book. It's Vincent doing it on both sides of the ball. The pick six makes it 12-0 in this game. PAT was no good, so that's why it would stay 12-0. Cadets going to attempt the onside kick before long because, I mean, they're having so much fun on offense. Why wouldn't they just keep it going? Here you'll see it happen. It goes up. And yeah, that's all money. The Cadets right there and all over it, and they'll capitalize on it too. Do you guys at home want to take a guess on who's going to get the job done in the end zone? I don't know. We might have said his name a time or two already. Let's see. It's Kaufman to Vincent for his third touchdown of the night, and we're not even at halftime yet. The Cadets in full control early. They get their first district win of the season, send their seniors off in a win that they won't forget. University taking on Ellison at Leo Buckley Stadium, trying to get their first outright district title for the first time since 1956. But first play of the game on offense, it's Trojans quarterback Savoy Nichols who takes off and loses the ball, and Ellison pounces all over it. They would go on to score. Let's head to the kickoff return though for the Trojans. It's disaster again. The Eagles would recover 3 fumbles in the first quarter alone and take advantage of all of them, but no play more spectacular than this one. A dime from quarterback Marlon Smith to his star wide receiver Prince Hall, wide open for the Eagle touchdown. Ellison gets the win 60-23. University now shares that district title with Brenham. La Vega versus Lorena at Willie Williams Stadium. The Pirates looking to outright clinch the district title for their second consecutive year. Lorena would need a win to make the playoffs. Quarterback Courtney Parr looking to make things happen. He's looking for options as he finds Jabari Thornton for the first touchdown of the night, making it look easy. 7-0 Pirates here at Willie Williams Stadium. Try saying that 3 times fast. All right, Lorena gets the ball, but they're going to struggle a little bit offensively. The Pirates get the ball back. Now it's Parr who hands it off to Tristan Tyler. He'll go ahead and rush his way into the end zone. 14-0 La Vega. Their offense firing on all cylinders, ready to clinch that district title. And just when you thought the Jabari Thornton show was over, don't worry, he wasn't done yet. It's Parr who finds Thornton again. The back of the end zone, makes a great catch to haul this one in. It's another touchdown between those two. All Pirates in this one. The final score 49-7. The Pirates, your back-to-back district champs. Bremond trying to stay perfect on the season and outright clinch their district title. Frost is playing for potentially a tie of 4th place in the district standings with Mart. Bremond's Xavier Clark receives the opening kickoff and sprints to the right side. Running back Tank Scott cuts through the middle for 6 points in the game. The extra point is good. Bremond takes the lead here. Frost tries to get the offense going but goes 3 and out. Bremond's going to move down the field. Scott does it again on a big first play. A couple plays later, it's Scott again who's going to get ahead and put Bremond on top by 2 possessions. It's all Bremond in this one early on, and it would stay that way. 47-14 Bremond, the final score. How about some 6-man action for you? Let's head to it over at Panther Field. Abbott hosting Aquila. Aquila undefeated on the season. Cougars' Brody Woodard is going to pitch it to TC Henning, who finds Andrew Snipes. That's right, he snipes this one and takes off running for the first score of the game. Not too shabby. Leighton Galvin's going to find Lane Hegel now for a nice gain, but the Cougars get the ball back before long, and once again, it's the Woodard to TC Henning show, who takes the ball down the sidelines for the Cougars. Second touchdown of the game, and you know what they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So let's do it again. Woodard going to pitch this one to Henning, who finds his favorite receiver, Snipes, for the Cougars' 3rd touchdown. It's all Aquila in this one as they stay perfect on the season. That final score, 54-6. The Knights trying to outright clinch their district title and get their 4th consecutive district title. The Wildcats working to punch their tickets to the playoff. A few plays later, it's Humble who's looking deep, and he's got Christian Nobles there who's wide open, scores the first touchdown of the game, even shows off for his favorite TV station. Thank you so much for that. Knights go up 7-0 before long. The Wildcats looking for some answers. A few plays later, it's Champ Mayo who hands this one off to Eric Shelley, who's going to get the work done on the ground. He rushes in for the touchdown, and just like that, this game's all tied up at 7 all early. We'll head into the second quarter now. The Knights knocking on the door of the end zone. Humble going to throw this one this time, but it's Braylon Carr who reads it like a book. He snags the interception and takes it all the way. It's a 104-yard return for him. That would give the Wildcats a 14-7 lead. That would be at the score at the half, but I will say the Wildcats tried to score one more time before the half. It didn't work. That play ended up hurting them that they didn't get in the end zone before then, because the Knights would come back to score 17 unanswered and outright clinch the district title for their 4th consecutive year. The final score, 24-14 Knights. Alrighty, over at Bulldog Stadium, Copper Cove was hosting Midway. The Panthers with the ball first. It's going to be quarterback Andrew McNair who fakes the sneak, and it's running back Lathan Wissington who passes it to tight end Hayden Brock to get the Panthers on the board here late in the first quarter. 7-0 Midway. Then it's the Bulldogs' turn, and they would capitalize on it too. Craig Davis III hands it off to running back KJ Ziegler, who says, yeah, I got a lot of green grass ahead. Why not take off running? He jukes a few guys on his way too. He's got his eyes on the prize. He finally reaches the end zone, dives in to break the plane. All tied up here 7-7 all in the first quarter, and a front row seat to this celebration because it doesn't get better than this. KJ celebrating with all of his guys, of course. Doesn't take long though for McNair to figure things out again. He hands it off to Wizzenton because this guy whizzes all over the field all game long. Another Wizzenton touchdown there. He's been on a roll all season. 14-7 Midway. Bulldogs looking to respond. Davis III gives it to Keyshawn Dooley, who goes one way, then switches it up the other way. We'll tie this game up at 14 all. Midway looking to punch one more in before the half. It's McNair who does it himself. 21-14 Midway. It would be a close one there early, but the second half it was all Midway. Another 50-point ball game for them. 56-26 the final score there. Lake Belton and Killeen Chaparral going head to head. The Broncos on offense here. We're going to see quarterback Josiah James looking deep as he heaves it down the field into double coverage, and this one is picked off by the Bobcats. It's Amar Bolton Smith with the interception, a huge return for Chaparral there. Broncos get the ball back though on offense as James looking to bounce back after the pick. He finds a hole right up the middle and takes off running all the way for a Broncos touchdown. The final score from this one, 53-20, all Lake Belton. Those are your scores and your highlights from Waco.